with the Evening War Report. Currently, 200,000 Israelis, that's counting men, women, children, all that, right, are displaced from houses due to the war. The mayor of Kiryat Shmona, I think, up by the Lebanese border, said that if the people were tried to go home to their houses now at this time, he would close the gates to the city and not let them in because of the dangers from Hamas are still very, very real. Hezbollah, rather, in Lebanon, it's Hezbollah. Are very real. The people I think that got displaced the mostly in the south near Gaza, in the north by the Lebanese border, and Ashdod and Ashkelon. I would say that's the vast majority of it. People in Mexico, merchants, retailers, are refraining or avoiding taking American dollars for purchases. So what do they know that we don't know? Well, they know who these sleeper agent Trojan horses are because they go through Mexico, and they probably stop to buy stuff in their stores. So they know who they are. Oh, yeah. That's why they don't want any dollars. They don't want to be caught holding dollars. There was an incident today in the Red Sea. A Maersk, M-A-E-R-S-K ship was attacked by 4 small boats. And they cried for help. A Navy ship was en route, and they launched a attack helicopter to help them. The attack helicopter, I think, tried to, with a loudspeaker, send some commands down to the guys in the 4 boats. They were non-responsive, and the helicopter shot up 3 of the boats. I guess 1 boat got away. Were these healthy people? I doubt it. These sound like pirates. They could have come from Somalia or Yemen. They probably had the blessings of the Houthis. They might have asked the Houthis if they could do some piracy. I'm just speculating. And the Houthis might have said, yeah, we want 10% or 25%. And they said, okay, no problem. That's a possible what happened, but I really don't know. I doubt they were real terrorists. Their attacks are predominantly artillery, which is minor, mostly drones and missiles. To the other attacks that have matched this in the past, since the problems have started with the Houthis, have been pirates. And that's what this was. I believe the pirates did shoot at the helicopter, which the Houthis probably would not have shot at the helicopter because they knew they would know the helicopter could just spray them with bullets and break their boat up. They would probably just ignore the helicopter and go away. That would be the reaction. The pirates were more emotional. They might have been drunk or on drugs or whatever. So they shot at the helicopter. Not something the Houthis would likely do. So I think in the final analysis, it's going to come out those were pirates. But if the boats sank and they got washed under the water, it may never come out. Don't know. Maersk said that they're cutting off any further traveling of their ships through the Red Sea. They were sticking their toe in the water to see if they could, do some transiting. But after this instance, they're finished. They're not going to try it anymore. They're done. They quit. That's it. Let me think. What it appears is going on in Israel is Biden told Netanyahu to cut it out with the civilian deaths. So when the soldiers encounter terrorists in Gaza, the Hamas terrorists, they are not able to call in airstrikes and artillery strikes as much as before. They have to dispatch the threats themselves, which is causing a higher casualty rate. What is this going to do? It's going to make the Israeli public sicker quicker of the war and want to get it over with, which is Biden's plan is to follow the Henry Kissinger route, which is nobody wins the war. They don't want to let Israel win this war because it'll look like God's for Israel. Got it? And they don't want to let Hamas win this war either because Hamas did such horrific stuff and it came out in public with evidence, photographic, forensic, and so forth, that Hamas is a real black sheep, bad boy, and they don't want them winning either. So they want no winner. That's the Americans. There's all sorts of stuff on social media, especially from Fox, but also CNN, NBC, talking about the illegal aliens, sleeper agents, Trojan horses in America, and how scary it is and so forth. None of them have woken up to the point that there's so many of them, they can start taking over military bases. They're still focused on, shooting and stabbing in the street, car ramming, that kind of stuff. They don't see the big picture yet. Will they ever? Maybe. I don't know. They're waking up. They're waking up, but they don't know what to do. They need a leader. Is Governor Abbott of Texas a leader? Yeah, I think so. One of the people in the Texas government told Biden's people to bring it on, or words to that effect, regarding them saying they were going to sue Abbott in federal court. Biden won't take Texas to court or file suit on Texas unless he's quite certain he's going to win. If you get my drift. Ukraine's doing good all of a sudden in the war with Russia, making advances against their aircraft and naval vessels, and people are saying, "Oh, Russia's gonna get their head handed to them." No, don't be so sure about that. But it's going on. It's going on. Oil prices have been down 10%. Goes to show you can control markets. By the fundamentals, oil prices should probably be up 30%, not down 10. Hello, knock knock. I wasn't saying hello to anybody. I was just using it as a figure of speech, not addressing it towards anybody. So, this is basically what's going on. We're still doing border fighting with Lebanon. Some Maronite highfalutin pastor character up in Lebanon from Maronite Church was telling the Lebanese government that they should push Hezbollah back too. But Hezbollah is not so easily persuaded to move back. What else? Smotrich, who's the economic minister, he has a modest political party, saying that he, is envisioning Americans staying in Gaza after the war, and having not American Israelis, and having Israeli settlers live in Gaza again, along with a military presence. Biden will have a cow if that happens. It might happen. There's other noise for an international peacekeeping force, but we have that up in Lebanon, and they shoot missiles 25 meters away. They launch them 25 meters away from the UN peacekeeping forces. So now the UN is now Israel's saying they don't want the UNWRA coming back to Israel anymore. Of course, their employees work for Hamas. Biden will have another cow over there. Biden is really bad for Israel. He's really bad for the Red Sea too. He's relatively ineffective over. I mean, I don't. He's not my cup of tea. And of course, I think 2 days ago we hit Syria, night before last, I think, and did a little bit of damage, not much. Okay, I think that's about what I got for tonight. So I send my shalom to all those who love Yeshua HaMashiach, and out. Thanks.